Hey, what's up YouTube? It's your boy, Killer Jesus from XboxOneScene here with an MP11 SMG class tips and tricks video over some kill confirmed, some hardcore kill confirmed on Detroit map on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, or Advanced Back Warfare as I've been calling it lately, getting shot in the back so many damn times. But I digress. So what we got going on in this video here is I'm going to show you some MP11 and some just some general SMG class tips and tricks for you to use so you don't get shot in the back quite as much as I was having happen to me in my first like week or two on this game. So, first and foremost, I think the most important thing is to look at what gameplay or like what game mode you're playing. Like people who play TDM, it's a lot of shooting from distances away, like a lot of rooftop to rooftop types of battles and just stuff of just really long range gunfights. And that's not a good place to be if you've got an SMG. That's how you get shot in the back from like 4 buildings away, and you don't want to have that happen. See, there's a back shot right there. You can't even help it. So, with the SMG, it's a lot of, it really tailors a lot more to a run and gun style of gameplay. Like the perks I have set up in this class are lightweight, that's my first perk, which helps me run faster, move quicker, things of that nature. The second perk, I actually have two. I got the wild card, the perk 2 greed thing or whatever, where you can have 2 perks. I got the cold-blooded thing, which helps me to stay off the map and helps people not really see me, so I can be the one who's shooting them in the back. And I've got fast hands, which helps me to reload quickly, reload and sprint, and I think that helps me to move around a little bit quicker too. And I've got scavenger just to pick up ammo, because I shoot in a disgusting amount of bullets each round. Like, I think that was probably like 60 bullets right there to kill dude, and my teammate gets like 5 there too, so I'm constantly running out of ammo. Some of the attachments that I got going here are before grip and rapid fire. Now, Call of Duty's been rocking foregrip, or at least advertising foregrip for years, but it was a lot more of like a placebo thing. Like it said it would help your gun stabilization, but it didn't really help your gun stabilization. But I really believe that that in this one that it actually does. Like I noticed that my gun stays a lot more like stationary or whatever, so I can hip fire a lot quicker and just aim down the sights a lot easier without there being too much of a mess on my hands. So I don't know. I thought this was some pretty decent gameplay at least. Another thing I've noticed with SMGs is that a lot of people don't like to use SMGs. A lot of people are more interested in that rooftop to rooftop type of combat or whatever. Or, you know, going down like far distances and shooting. People like hard scoping, things of that nature. And again, there's not going to be a tip or trick out there that's going to tell you like, okay, how to kill people from 2 rooftops away with an SMG. Because the best SMG that's got the longest range is the KF5. I mean that's a good SMG too and everything, but I think the MP11 has a better fire rate, and I just have fond memories of it from Black Ops 1 or whatever. And kind of hoping they bring a Black Ops over to Xbox One, but not keeping my fingers crossed about that too much. But back to SMGs. So you got to look at the game modes, like I was saying a little while ago. You got to look at the game modes about what you're playing. Like you want more close to close, like close range fights. You want people to be actually looking at you. Like I really like to see the person who I'm shooting. I don't want to read the back of his pant size or know his shoe size or anything like that. Like I just want to look at him in the eyes, no matter how creepy that sounds. Like that's my style of gaming at least, and I don't really have too much fun when I'm just kind of sitting in a corner, like, waiting for people to, like, pass me by and stuff like that. Like, that's not why I think people should game, but I don't know. Getting back to the SMGs again, yeah, the MP11, if you're just starting to use SMGs, like, you're one of those kids who was using assault rifles and sniper rifles, and you want to try something new, like a new style of gameplay. You want to try actually running gunning instead of, going across the map and, like, waiting till I poke my little head out of a quarter with my little small SMG. You want to maybe use an SMG. Like, I definitely suggest using the MP11. That's got a lot of good, like, sway to it. It's got really low recoil. Like when they had it out for Black Ops 1, you'd fire like 5 rounds in the thing. Next thing you know, the gun would be up at your shoulder and you'd be like shooting the sky basically. And this one, I think it stays pretty well. They did a really good job like stabilizing it and not having it like too much recoil. Like you see me just shooting, like I think I shot an entire clip right there, and the gun hardly even moved. And then with the whole rapid fire attachment also added to it, like that's definitely another thing that's going to help you out, especially with hardcore mode. So you only need to really, send so many bullets, maybe like, I don't know, maybe like 7 or so, as long as they're being registered in the right places. You don't really need too many bullets to kill someone on hardcore mode. If you're playing regular modes, that could be a different story, but I'll post a video in a couple days showing some gameplay of some SMGs and some of the non-hardcore modes and kind of see how that goes. I have tried some of the akimbo SMGs, and I haven't really had very much success with them. I don't know if I'm sure it's probably an operator error or something like that, but I don't know. I've just noticed that that there's way too much recoil with them. Like I don't see anyone using them in any like competitive aspect or competitive online gaming. I just mostly see people using assault rifles basically and sniper rifles. So another tip, there's a nice little tea bag. Another tip to have with the SMG is you really want to have a pistol as your secondary. If you're not going to run with a pistol, you're probably going to be running out of ammo pretty quickly if you're not using scavenger, and that could get you into some trouble if you're doing more like run and gun stuff, since they don't really allow you to have a shotgun as your secondary like they did in other games, unless you have that as one of those wild cards where you could have a secondary primary gun, or a primary gun as your secondary gun. So if that's the case, have at it pretty much. There's no wrong way to have a class set up. I mean, some things work better than others. So it's pretty much all up to the user, like what style you have, are you a run and gunner, do you want to be across the map, or anything like that. But I found that this setup works best, to have just rapid fire, foregrip, have a couple Semtex grenades, have a couple frag grenades or whatever, and I mean, you don't even have to really have a lot of stuff going on, but you can definitely, get the job done. I think I went like 25 and 6 here, or something like that. This is one of my better games on here, actually trying to like run and gun. And no, that's not me in the kill cam, but I did slide towards the end of a match, so something should be said about that. But it's your boy Killer Jesus, and yeah, definitely use SMGs and run and gun, and please stop shooting me in the back. Thank you.